Hello and welcome back to Purbeck Farm 22. Always tempted to say Purbeck Valley Farm, but not this year. We are episode 4. We're still in September. We're right at the end of September. And for those that watched the last episode, I said that we needed to get this done basically. This is the last opportunity we have to get the oats done. It actually stopped raining. The weather actually changed, so when we were on recording in the last episode, it said it was going to rain until between 4 and 5. After a couple of hours it changed and it stopped. Was it about 1 o'clock 1 o'clock in game time, something like that, so it wasn't as bad. I was able to crack on a bit. In that time we've been able to, well, you can see what we've done in this field. We've got most of the oats, and we've even done some baling just in that sort of meantime. We've also managed to turn one of the fields around, in fact 2 of the fields around, sorry. We've managed to do the one right next to us. I'll show you when we go up, and then one of the ones right on the far side. So I don't know if we've been to see it, but it's the one next to where the sugar beet had already been planted. So we've managed to get them done. They are now ready just to seed whatever we're going to put in them, which I think we can start doing next month, can't we? I'm sure October we can start with a couple of things. Let's see. That's the one I want. Oh, so we can start now. Yeah. So in October we'll be putting 1 field of barley in, 1 field of oats as well. We'll be doing. And the reason I want to do a field of oats is because there's only 2 productions. Well, 3 if you count the VGA, but there's only 2 main productions on this map that are sort of fixed in place, and we've got access to both of them. You have them just when you start out. One of them is the carpentry, but the only real access you've got to trees, unless we plant some, which at the minute I don't really plan on doing, but the only access we have is there's a section right over the top right corner of the map near where our 2 fields are, the sugar beet field and the one we've just turned over. But it's really expensive. It's like between 500 and 600 grand. So I'm not really that bothered about doing that on this map, or certainly not yet. Maybe at some point, but not yet. The other production we have is the cereal factory. So that is one I think we might actually look at. We'll have to buy the raisins because we're just not going to have access to grapes, and we don't have the grape factory either. So we will have to buy the raisins. However, everything else, the oats, the honey, what else do you put in? Corn, don't you? So we need a cornfield as well. All of that we can produce, and I think they might not be on yet. Can we harvest corn yet? Oh yeah, so I wonder if there's a harvest. Canola, sorghum. No, I was going to say there is definitely a couple of cornfields because I've drove past them. Obviously they're not there yet, or they're not ready yet. Right, let's get this emptied. Hopefully it'll take it all, because I didn't want... That's good. I didn't want anything in here because I'm potentially just going to return this straight away. Although, right, which one's corn? So 9, 10, 23 and 13. Let's have a look where they're at. Yeah, so they're all, I mean 10 and 23, that's the one that I've drove past quite a bit. They're pretty much going to be ready next month, aren't they? If I can get a contract on one of them, I mean, we'll not be able to afford them. You can see where our money is already. 15 grand. I've basically, what did we have to buy? I might as well get in this straight away. What did we have to buy? We had to buy the environmental information for our two fields. I'll just show you. Right, these two here, 38 and 39. That's the one with sugar beet in. That's the one we did, and oh my god, that. When it come to do the lime, even this tractor, 300 horsepower, felt massively underpowered. It felt really, really underpowered. It was so steep. That part of the map up there in that corner is so steep. Right, we need to take this up, but the thing that we really need, I could do with going to the store, leaving this at the store, and I'm just going to have to drive over a field here, aren't I? There is no other way to do this, you know. I hate doing this, but there's no other way that I can get in. Certainly not that I've seen. Yeah, we need a mixing wagon to feed the cows. I haven't checked, but I think that they'll have run out of here now. They'll have run out sometime this afternoon. So it's something that we need. Is traffic off? I have a feeling that I might have switched traffic off because when I was off camera, I think I got stuck on one of the cars when I pulled out. I tell you what, while we're here, I seen something on Facebook about these. That's quite cool. That's really good. I didn't know what they were. Yeah, pretty apt. Bit harsh. I didn't know what they were, but someone said, "Has anyone seen the gravestones?" And I didn't realise where they were, but that's really good. The one I think's brilliant is, oh, England's World Champion's good, but I've always had an affinity for Robin Hood, so I like that. Let's go and get back into the class. I couldn't remember what it was called. I couldn't stop thinking of case, and I knew it wasn't a case. So we'll go to the shop. We need to look around there, you know. I know that's sort of a little village and stuff that would be ideal for roleplay. For those, I mean, you might not know, but the roleplay series that I've got on Attingham, we've had to stop doing it at the minute because I just haven't got the time to record that bit in particular. But the original that I'd done on FS19, the original map that I was going to do it on was this map. I actually made it. I set the whole map up, ready for it. It was about 12 or 13 hours work. In fact, I'll put it in there. No, I can just put mine. It's kind of, yeah. It was about 12 or 13 hours work that I put into this map on FS19. Set everything up, all the vehicles, all the farms, the fields the way. Oh, it's not going to go in. The fields the way they needed to be. Everything. And then just as I did, Attingham came out, and there was just. It wasn't that I preferred Attingham as a map, because I don't actually. I prefer this as a map, but there was more to interact with on FS19 on Attingham than there was on FS19's Purbeck, so that's why we ended up sort of changing it at the last minute. We'll probably have to rent one of these, or lease. I want a decent size one though, 24. They're just thingies, aren't it? I need one of them as well, actually. That's the one I've used previously. I don't know if you can use square bales on that. It doesn't say you can't. Are these all just... Right, what's that one? 30. It's 70 grand though, but we would be leasing it, so that wouldn't be such an issue. Right, how much is that going to cost us? Watering. I've seen that before. With a conveyor, without a conveyor. I don't think I need the conveyor, do I? Or the chest. Right, how much is that going to be to... Where's that tube thing come from? I just want standard. Right, 3,000 is going to be a daily fee of 700. It's a lot of money, but we've got no option really. And the other thing I will do is... There's just been a new one of them splitters come out, hasn't there? I have no idea how you pronounce that. Gorville? I should have... I'm sure. I am so far behind on FS's podcast. I'm sure it tells you exactly how it's pronounced on there. But, right, that doesn't just say round bale, so let's also get one of them. Oh, it would be that way around, wouldn't it? We're absolutely desperate for funds, by the way. That silage. Well, we're going to have to use some of it now, actually, aren't we? Right, let's hook up to this. And I will see you back up the farm. Right, I think... Let's get this in here. Because we're going to have to fill it with... I know we'll have to go around and get the bales, but we're also going to have to get the silage from here, which I think will probably take longer. I was going to say it would take even longer if I couldn't remember how to open it. So we've got 30,000. What I'm hoping to do is, if I get one bale of hay, I've never done this mix in a mixer this big on 22. I don't think. I think this will be the biggest one. I could even take two, couldn't I? Just to... I'll take two round. I might not end up using both, but I can always store it round there, can't I? To be honest, I think the cows are going to take loads anyway. Right, so they're 8,000 each. We'll go and get a straw bale as well. I don't think I'll need two straw bales. I think one will be enough. And I don't think I'll use a full straw bale either. I won't use any if it keeps falling off. If there's some left over, then I'll test the splitter out on this. It sounds like such a wrong word, that, doesn't it? Right, let's get that down there. Unhook that. In fact, we don't want to unhook that yet, do we? What we want to do is put one hay bale in here. I wonder if do you know what? We might get away with using two hay bales. Is going to be 16, yeah. If it's going to pick it up, yeah, we will. We'll use two. Because 30,000 is a lot, isn't it? I'm not used to mixing so much at a time. I think even on Westbridge Hills, we didn't have a mixer this big. I'm sure that was only sort of 24. Let's get that started. And is that as high as it'll go? Never in this world is that as high as it'll go. I might need to put that lower down somewhere. Because I think we're really going to struggle when it comes to the bucket, aren't we? Like, really going to struggle. How am I wonder if there's an option to lower that. What does... nope. Nope. What about there? Unload. Turn on cop sensor. No. No. Right. I'm just gonna have to struggle with it. I can't think anywhere where I've got somewhere particularly low. Not that's gonna be sort of accessible anywhere. This is just gonna have to look ugly. And I can't afford to get a telehandler. We're just gonna have to live with it. Oh my god, this looks awful. Right. Is that gonna mix or is it not gonna mix? This doesn't seem to be wanting to play. It's gone now. Of course it has. Right, so we've got 16,000 in at the minute. Let's unhook that. Go around and get the bucket. I love the fact that I love the turning circle, and this is absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. It's brilliant, especially when I've just recorded on Griffin with that Ford. I can't remember what the model number is, but it's the one with the big wheels at the front. Oh my god, that thing doesn't turn. And then you come on here, and yeah, this is just like a little go-kart. It's fantastic. Right. Is it gonna go back down? don't even know if this is going to go in. It's not. How am I supposed to get that? Without maybe going round there. I can't see where else I'm going to go. Unless I put it down. This is going to be a right pain, this. Let's drop that. Get round here. I might have to empty some out of that bucket, like. That might work. Might have to come back a little bit. Right. See if we can get this working now. I mean, with a slightly heavier weight, it would probably be alright. That looks so awful. There's nothing else I can really do. I can't be doing that. No way can I be doing that. Let's see what happens if I go a bit closer. A bit further down. Nothing's ever easy, is it? Don't tip, don't tip. I mean, all I want to do for the rest of this in-game day, it's already gone on longer than what I wanted it to. But I was just going to feed the cows and try to split one of them straw bales, and that was it. And then sleep. I hate how it changes camera. God, that looks so bad. I'm just waiting for it to is it going to change colour anytime soon? I suppose we put a lot of hay in, didn't we? Come on, get off. With it being the first one, I want to do the full lot on camera rather than... I know I'm stuck. Oh my god. We're going to try a different approach. We've put the mixer in a slightly different position. See if we can get it working this way. It's just not, is it? I might have to end up going with just a smaller mixer. Or when I sell the silage, not pay back as much of the loan as what I wanted. and buy a telehandler instead. Because I can't be doing this. I mean, this looks vile, doesn't it? Right, what are we on there? So we're on 23. Put the hell window back on so I can... I think another load of silage. And then maybe pad it out with straw, and I think that should be alright. If I can pad it out with straw, I don't know if I'm going to get the height to be able to sort of hover over it like you need to. Can maybe do with investing in a heavier weight as well. Looks a little bit better. Still not great. We're gonna get this spot. I mean, this has been... we can't keep this mixer, can we? That's just pouring out all over as well. Well, it serves us right for trying to get too big a mixer. I wonder if then we're not going to be able to load our trailer with this silage, with the massey. That might be something we need to think about. Right, get that off. Let's go and get the straw. The straw's about 9,000 litres, isn't it? Right, see if we can sort of hover this over enough that it starts taking it. Don't change colour, please don't change colour. Oh my god, just... it's just going to be alright. Right, let's see if we can get round here. What's this stuck on? Right, that isn't colliding with anything. Is that saying I can't get... ah, yes it is. I thought it was the mixer. I wish they would turn that flaming camera off. Right, please take... I have no doubt some of you were absolutely screaming, saying, just change your controls to the mixer instead of the tractor. Oh my god. Oh, but now why is it not taking it? Oh, it is. Ah, now it is. Gonna need a lot. Yeah, it's a shame. Oh my god, the camera. It's a shame about the mixer. 'Cause that was quite an easy mix to do, wasn't it? I wonder, is there going to be some of a straw bale left in here? Or will that full straw bale just have gone? That looks like it's gone. And now I can't get out. What I was going to say was, I wonder if the leftover straw bale we could have just put in here, and it would have, we could have just spread the straw from here. Right. Ah. It's just used the straw bale, hasn't it? Do you know what? That isn't bad. That isn't bad at all. And let's just take the roof off the... My god, this has been vile. What do we need? We need to be around here because we need another straw bale. That's what we need. Oh, this hasn't got I was going to say this hasn't got a front loader on anywhere, has it? Not a front loader. A 3-point link. Let's get round there. Let's just put this here. And let's get this on there. Get it unfolded. Is this exactly the same one as the mod? We used to use it on No Man's Land a lot, didn't we? When we first got the manure factory. Oh, why is that not working now? There. There we go. And what I'm hoping is when we go into here, it just comes up. Oh my god, it's gonna work. Well, thank god for that, That's gonna take a fair bit as well. Can you see it? Can you see any straw come? Because you can on some of them, can't you? You can see the straw starting to sort of pile up. Right, I skipped and came on a little bit too late just as it was finishing. But that's 9,000 litres. You need loads. You need absolutely loads. I don't know whether we're going to get manure or not, because there's a slurry tank or slurry pit just round the corner there. So I'm not sure if manure on here is, sorry, if straw on here is literally just for the bedding. or whether we are going to get manure from it. Let's park that in here. And this round here. And what we will do is... I bet you I've already been on here about 20 minutes, you know. But we need to get over into October and start planting. So let's go and sleep. Start at 7. I'll tell you what we'll do as well. We'll have a look at the used machinery once we're back on as well. Our money's going to plummet again. It's dark at 7, isn't it? Tell you what else wasn't working either. I put 2,000 litres of diesel in here and it wasn't showing up. So it wouldn't let us fill the... It was the class I was trying to fill up and it wouldn't let us. Right, I was going to look at used machinery on there. So there's nothing really there for us. Let's have a look at... They've gotten through, do you know, in 12, well, it won't be 12, it'll be about 14 hours. They've already got through 6,000 litres of TMR and 1,500 litres of straw. I need to look at the map, that's what I need to look at. So, sugar beet still isn't ready. Should it be? I know, we can go in November and December for sugar beet. So that isn't ready, but we can start planting, which is what we want. And some of them cornfields are ready to harvest if we got a contract for them. Soybean, corn, yes we do. Field 23, I mean we wouldn't get much left over from it, would we? But we might as well do it. We'd have to hire a header. We'll accept the contract anyway, we will do it at some point. It's not going to be a priority though. The priority is, I'm going to wait for it to get light. I'm going to get all our kit together to get sown. And we'll come back. Right, took a little bit longer because I had to go and buy the fertiliser, so I bought 2 bags of fertiliser. There's half of that left in that bag, I think there's half. And I had to, when I come back up, in fact I took the Massey down and then I realised I needed to refuel the class, so I had to drive the class down, refuel and then drive back up, because for whatever reason that that fuel silo just isn't working on the farm and I don't know why. Right, we're going to put barley in. We're going to put barley in this one. This is one of our big ones, isn't it? So we've got, I think we might put barley in that one. What do we need the barley for? Do we only need the barley in case we get chickens? So we don't want, should we put oats in this one? And can we can't plant corn with that. So, and we can't do soybeans yet. Because at least 2 of the fields I'm putting soybeans in. Possibly even 3, just to get that big hit of cash. Right. Let's put oats in this one. Let's put that on. Do we need to press anything on that? No. Right, why is the fertiliser not going down? Why is the fertiliser not going down? What is wrong with that? Do we need to lower it? Why is it not applying fertiliser? Why is nothing why is nothing working on this episode? I don't understand. Just let us understand. Lift tank. I know them open covers, I don't want that. Do we not need? Does it not need fertiliser maybe? Nitrogen? I mean, it should do, shouldn't it? Oh god. What is going on? I mean, in better news, the seed rate's good. We're hardly using any seeds. So I mean, that's something. And it doesn't look, yeah, it's loam nearly all of it, a little bit of clear, but pretty much all loam. Why is this box not working? This is the one that goes with this. Does it need like a pipe to go around and fit into it or something? Have I bought the wrong seeder? Is that what it is? I bought the wrong seeder. Must have. Because that pipe round there should... Is it round that side? Yeah, that pipe there should come and fit onto here, shouldn't it? I mean, at least we've got... It won't change anything. At least we've got the fertiliser. I can just empty it and then use the trailed spreader, can't I? So not all is lost, but it would be nice to be able to do it all at the same time. I may as well, when I'm back round to the start, just take it off. Oh, one thing I know I mentioned it briefly about when we were using the trail spreader on that other field, on one of the steep fields over the other side of the map, but we need a second tractor, like another large tractor. This is a medium, isn't it? I'm sure this is a medium tractor. We need a bigger tractor because this has already got 13 hours worth on and it's absolutely hammering it, and we can't be doing that all the time. Not with just one tractor. We're going to run it into the ground, so yeah, we need a second one. But then again, we also need, as we've seen, a telehandler or something along them lines. Right. It'll be the next episode now when we start selling off that silage. Let's just start going up and down. And I might as well take that off. Don't need that on now. It already shows you the seed rate anyway. I forgot about that actually. I would have took it off a bit sooner. Right, let's get a bit of a time lapse on, and we'll start motoring through this. Seeding done, and now we're on with the rolling. We're not going to stay on the full lot of this. I'll finish before then. I just thought I'd come back on for maybe a couple of minutes before we end the video. I mean, the first part of the video, where we were feeding the cows and just seeing to them in general, just took so much longer than what I thought it was going to. Missing bits. It's hard to see going back up. It's alright going down, but coming back up, say there's a bit just to my right as well. You can't really see in the ground. Whereas you'll notice when I turn around here. There, see how easy it is to notice it. Right, what are we going to do? What I might do is, off camera, once we finish this episode, I might go into the field over there, one of our smaller ones, and do put barley in that one, I think, in the smaller one. And then that would give us 4 fields to put other crops in, 2 of which are definitely going to be soybean, and I might even put canola in the other 2 as well, because we need that money. We need that big injection of cash that those will give us. We'll get the straw off the oats and the barley, so yeah, I think we'll be fine. Definitely need a second tractor though. 100% we need a second tractor. Is anything in here yet? Nope. And we've got that contract to do as well, haven't we? No, it wasn't an auto contract. Corn. And if we sell some silage in the next episode, which I plan to do, we're going to have to get some bees, because I don't want to be buying the raisins and buying the honey. If we can get the honey, make the honey ourselves, we'll have some corn, we'll have the oats, and then we should make, let's have a look. In fact, just before I finish, let's have a look, see how much cereal is worth, just to see if it's worth doing. Cereal, so you can get just under 7.9 for it when it peaks, and I think it's going to cost us about 3,000 for the raisins, possibly, something like that. So we'll just have to see how many raisins per pallet, won't we? That'll be the thing. Is it going to tell us in here? 1 raisin, 1 honey. So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how much it takes. Right, I am going to end it here because, like I said, that first part of the video was just brutally long. Although, and like people have said in the comments, that they don't mind sort of longer videos, and I'm the same, to be honest, in the sense that when I'm watching them, I like just, when I'm not recording, I like just whacking a video on. It doesn't have to be about FS, any sort of documentaries or anything like that. I'll just whack on while I'm playing. I never have the sound on FS, that is. But it's just, I don't know, I know they can be, to some people like the shorter ones, so it's just it's about getting that sort of happy medium, isn't it? But I'll leave it here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next one.
PlayStation